Come get ready with me as we have a quick chat about all of these people that are claiming to be Palestine Action. So as you know, as of midnight, the 4th of July, turning into the 5th of July, the British government decreed that Pal Action was a terrorist organisation. Now, what's happened since? On Saturday, we had an organisation called Defend Our Jury. They appeared in Whitehall, big and bold, with signs saying that they were against the genocide and that they were Pal Action. Now, on that day, 29 of them were arrested. There was also an action in Bradford where further people held up signs saying the same. Again, arrests were made. Then, in the Netherlands, a group of British people and allies turned up at the British Embassy with the same signs, or like similar signs saying, I am Pal Action. Now, weirdly, Palestine Action is proscribed in the UK, but not in the Netherlands. So tell me why the Dutch police arrested them. Now, you think that's bad? Listen to what they actually did. They took them down the road and just de-arrested them. Does that even make any sense? And there is rumours on the street that more and more people are going to come out saying that they are Palestine Action. It's important to note that none of the people that have been arrested in the UK are being held on any form of remand. They all got bailed to come back for further investigations. If you look at the social media of the groups and the individuals that are saying, I am Palestine Action, you will notice that their ethos is, if enough people stand up and say, I am Palestine Action, the government's going to get to the point where they're going to have to say that this proscription is absolutely ridiculous. Now, legally, what you need to understand is the proscription is not set in stone. Yes, it exists at this moment, but it legally can be overturned and it can be changed. There is a legal case going on at the moment to have it overturned. Now, from what we can gather from looking at all the social media, listening to what people are saying, listening to people's testimonies, many of these people do firmly believe that there is a safety in numbers aspect, that the more and more people that stand up and say we are Palestine Action, the more pressure it puts on the government to actually have to put their hands up and say, okay, we're not going to do this. Now, we've seen so many people arrested, 29 there. There were, if we include the people in the Netherlands, individuals, we're at about 111. I'm predicting, logically, that over the next few weeks, that number is going to grow. And I'm really curious to see how the Metropolitan Police and the government deal with the increasing amount of people that are willing to stand up and do this. It's a huge sacrifice to make to stand up and say, I am Palestine Action when it's been prescribed a terrorist organisation. It's up to you to decide whether you think these people are heroes or not. I'm not giving any views on that, but it is a huge sacrifice to make. Anyone who's willing to have legal action taken against them for their beliefs, whatever their beliefs may be, that's a very, very strong opinion. So I, as a content creator, will be keeping an eye on this story because I think it's so interesting to see what the government's done, why they've done it, who they've done it for, and now the people that are backlashing against it. And how will the government react to that? How will the lobbies react to that? This story, I feel, is going to become huge. It's going to go global. It's going to be something that everybody's talking about. And I don't know if that's something that the British government wants or not. Because you've got Lammy up there saying, oh, we're going to have to speak to Israel about what they're doing. But at the same time, they're putting in these laws which repress people from standing up against the genocide. So it's not just about if you go out and you do a Palestine Action type action. It's even if you wear a Palestine Action t-shirt or you make a video in support of them or you stand up with a sign that says I am Palestine Action. So we're looking at these kind of acts and people are getting arrested for those. And Lammy's talking about Israel, they need to curb what they're doing, but it's not making sense. What you're saying and what you're doing are not working together in a tandem. So, like I said, I'm very, very curious to see where this news story will go.